Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Shout out to all of you who are early, on time. We're going to get into it. No matter who is here, we're going to get into it. Okay. So let's get started. I'm going to get rid of the shit that I don't care about. Okay. Sorry. But there are some matches that happened that I just genuinely did not care about. This being one of them. I didn't care. I feel bad for Xavier, but I don't care. I don't care for Carrion in this character he has and the gimmick. I don't care for Final Testament. I don't care. And while I understand a lot of people like watching it, a lot of people enjoy it, me personally, I just don't like it. I'm not a fan. So I wasn't sad nor mad that oh shit. I know him. Anyways, I wasn't sad nor mad that Xavier lost. Was I disappointed? Yes, because I love Xavier, but I wasn't sad or mad. So it is what it is. Carrion won. Congratulations. You're no longer a loser for a day. Yay. Anyways, exactly, man. There was a few other matches I didn't care about. Didn't care about this match either. We've seen this match 17 different times in the last couple of weeks. Didn't care. Figured Sonya and her merry band of lesbians were going to win. So I don't care. The only thing that I was actually genuinely caring about was the fact that Damage Control popped back up, and now they have some true adversaries, and it's not going to be just them attacking people. They attacked Zelina Vega, which in hindsight you would think that it would be cool. Like it's a dangerous thing to be around them. But you attacked a one-armed woman after she beat you with one arm. Make it make sense, babe. Make it make sense. You did nothing. You did nothing different. You did nothing that made me think that you're a danger to society in any way, shape, or form. The only thing you've done is hovered and picked on the vulnerable, which means nothing to me. In this case, it means absolutely nothing. So I genuinely don't care. I don't care about any of that. It is what it is. There is, however, a developing story here with Sheamus and Pete Dunne, which I'm actually genuinely interested in. So I'm going to get to that in a minute. Give me 1 second. Because I had a couple of things that I had to pick up. All right. So let me see. I'm gonna take that off because, like I said, I don't care. All right. By the way, Rhea Ripley's outfit today was perfection. It was so cute. I was like, Rhea girl, giving it to us. We love that. All right, so today Bronson Reed and Sheamus had their match. I'm be honest with you, babe. I didn't watch it. I didn't care to. And I'm sorry about that, but I'm not mad at the matches. I'm just not interested in watching Bronson and Sheamus go at it. To me, I've seen it before. I don't need to see it again. So I'm just not interested. However, I am very interested in Pete and what's the name's fight with each other, Pete and Sheamus, because something about this just reads there's something brewing there that I really like, and I like Pete being a little devious rat of a character. I kind of dig this, but what had happened was Pete was laying in wait, and essentially he cost Sheamus this match tonight against Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed got the W, and Pete sat on the outside of the ring looking smug and smiling and happy and shit. And I was like, damn, Pete, you ain't have to do your ex-homeboy like that. You didn't have to take him out. You know what I'm saying? You did not have to take him out. I'm fine. Thank you. Fine. Thank you. I know that Bronson Reed won. That's why I said what I said. I just didn't watch the match doesn't mean I don't know who won. I saw who won. I just wasn't fully paying attention to the match because I didn't care. Anywho's, so I'm very interested in where this particular feud is going to go, like where all that's going to be headed. I'm very interested in that. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of Monday Night Raw, shall we? Let's get to the bottom line, the business, if you will. All right. So there were several storylines that we were focusing on tonight when it comes to Monday Night Raw. First one being, not that's your man. Hold on a second. Okay. Nicole said that's her man, period. All right. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of Monday Night Raw, shall we? First things first, right out the gate, they started off with Seth, Drew, and CM Punk. Now, these are your top billing guys on Monday Night Raw, and I suspect they are your highest paid superstars on Monday Night Raw as well. Rightfully so, if you're being fair. But with all that being said, these three are embroidered in some type of angry love triangle that never ceases to end. You see, Seth has an issue with Drew because Drew refuses to take accountability, while Drew hates Seth simply because he never could beat him, but he was able to beat him out at WrestleMania only for him to lose to Damian Priest due to CM Punk. And he has a long-standing hatred of CM Punk because CM Punk was mean to him once when he was in WWE, never nurtured him and held his hand and walked him through, just made him be a man and stand on his own 2 feet. And because of that, he's upset with him and has been ever since that last run-in with CM Punk when he was a rookie and Punk was the vet. And Seth's biggest issue with CM Punk is that he believes CM Punk is a cancer to their company and to the locker room. He doesn't want him in WWE. He wants him to go home and bitch on the internet like he had been doing for the last 10 years. Or go back to where he came from. But unfortunately, that's not possible. CM Punk has no true ill will towards Seth freaking Rollins, but he does have a problem with Drew McIntyre because Drew McIntyre is jealous of CM Punk, and that's very evident and clear, but he's also stolen something very, very precious to him. While it may not seem valuable to other people, that bracelet is his entire lifeline, and it is everybody that means the world to him is on that bracelet, from AJ Lee and his dog, and that's his love. He loves that bracelet. It means everything to him. And because Drew feels like CM Punk has stolen his livelihood from him, everything he's been working for, living for, Drew has made it his mission to destroy anything CM Punk attempts to build or attempts to take. So here we are. 3 very angry, self-righteous, arrogant, and pompous people, all believing that they are right in feeling how they're feeling. Now, in this case, in this particular scenario, Seth is he's more of an instigator, a fire starter, or I would say more specifically, he would be kerosene on the fire. The problem more specifically lies between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk at the moment. These two are your current issue. Okay? These two are your current. I 100% agree. Nicole is absolutely right. They are a bunch of divas. Every single one of them. The only one that truly embodies the role is Seth freaking Rollins, if we're being honest. But these 3 men seem to have a claim to the fame. Everybody feels that they are right in feeling how they feel. So, for the last couple of weeks, we've been seeing Seth and CM Punk and Drew somehow either intertwine with each other on some level, or they end up meeting in the middle somewhere. This time, last week, Seth was interjected into this matchup by Adam Pearce. Seth is your special guest referee. And today, Seth decided to give his special instructions on how this match was going to go. The simplest explanation is that Seth is going to use his discretion in this match, which means he may be lenient on some rules. Rules may be able to be broken, others might be able to be bent, but all they have to do is listen to him because he is the authority in this match. It is at his discretion what they are allowed to do and what they can do. What they can't do, what they're allowed to do. That's up to him. CM Punk was okay with the rule. He didn't give a shit. The only thing he had a problem with was the fact that he can't put his hands on CM Punk, or he can't put his hands on Seth, and he's already been barred from hitting Drew McIntyre until the match at SummerSlam. So when he heard that he couldn't put his hands on Seth, he immediately removed himself from the ring so that he wouldn't do something that he would regret. Now, Seth lorded over CM Punk by forcing him to get his ass back in the ring, despite him feeling like he could lose control. He said, you need to control yourself, get your ass back in this ring, and you're going to listen to what I have to say. So he did it. Essentially, what he said was, since you feel like you need to have this sense of power over me, I'm going to let you have it, and I'm going to come in the ring and listen to you, which he did. The boys had their moments. Now, of course, Drew McIntyre tried to play we got a common enemy. Let's gang up against the enemy. He decided to say, Seth, you and I have an issue, but the issue between you and I is professional. It's not personal. We both hate CM Punk. He's a menace. You know that, and I know that. Seth was like, you're right. I am very much not a fan of CM Punk. In fact, I despise him. The only person that despises CM Punk more than you is me. But what you fail to understand, Drew, is that the only person that despises you more than CM Punk is me. Essentially, I don't like either one of you motherfuckers. Okay? But I'm here to protect the integrity of this match because I want to see you two beat the hell out of each other. At least we got some honesty here. Okay? Now, Drew turned his attention to CM Punk.
I thought so you motherfuckers throw hands.
Period.
I throw these hands.
Drew turned his attention to CM Punk, okay? Essentially, what he said in so many words was the same Euro bullshit he's been spitting for the last 6 months. Well, for the last 4 months, if I'm being honest. Actually, it has been over 6 months because he was saying it before he got the belt and before he lost the belt. He was saying the same shit. Now, Seth was out there looking very spiffy. He was looking very spiffy tonight. He looks very, very, very good. Very, very nice, okay? Troy put him in his best referee fashion forward outfit. Okay? He went and found it. He said, honey, I'm going to get you together. We're going to make you look like the belle of the ball, okay? And he definitely had on some zebra print boots with his wee little boots on, okay? But like I said, Seth was talking, but CM Punk, after Drew said what he said, CM Punk said, he said, it's so strange. Essentially, what he said in so many words is, y'all are lucky that y'all get to be in the ring with me. You get to breathe my air and be in my aura. That's a blessing for you, not for me. He said, all of y'all, he said, Drew, you're in your feelings for some fantasy, but he said, let me break it down for you. The reality is you're your worst enemy. You're your biggest problem. I'm not your issue. You are. He said you lost at WrestleMania because you couldn't get your ass together. You were the one who cost yourself all these opportunities because you couldn't keep your shit together. This is your fault. And you're always finding somebody else to blame for things that you didn't take responsibility for. And of course, he said his little 1-2 ditty about Seth in Seth's face. And Seth was just like, bitch, all this bullshit you talking don't mean nothing to me because I'm still the one who has the authority in your match. But he did make it very clear. He said, I only want one thing from you out of this match. I don't need your help to beat him. I don't need anything from you. All you gotta do is ref the match. You ain't gotta help me beat him. You ain't gotta talk no shit. You ain't gotta do nothing extra. Just slam on the mat. 1, 2, 3. Game is over. I'm out your hair. You're out of my hair. We're donezo. Drew got upset because he was out of the conversation. He wasn't a part of the loop again. And Drew was like, yo, issue, you keep sidestepping me as if I'm not a problem. Drew's like, I am a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? I am 6 foot, 200 plus pounds. You are not going to be able to just beat me down and win. Best of the world or not, I am your antithesis. I'm going to take you down. I'm going to beat the hell out of you. And when I get done with you, there's not going to be much left for you to do anything in the WWE. I'm going to take you out. And CM Punk was just like, all right, sure. You might be bigger, you might be stronger, you might be faster, but I got heart. And I was like, damn. I'm like, yeah, you do, but you still gonna get your ass whooped if you go into the match like this. And then he said, I got all these people chanting my name. And the reason why he said that is because Drew hinted at the fact that everybody keeps cheering for CM Punk. Everybody's singing Seth's name and such song, but nobody cares about him. And he's not the enemy. He doesn't view himself as the villain. He says, I'm not the villain. Am I the villain? I'm not the villain. Am I the problem? I'm not the problem. You are, babes. You are. It's called foresight. You don't have any, which is very, very sad. It's very sad. I would have snatched that bracelet and then everything would have been halfway over. So, as he was, screaming and chanting, they started chanting CM Punk. They started screaming. Drew McIntyre pulled his trump card with the bracelet, and CM Punk almost lost it. Seth just stood there. He didn't say nothing. He didn't do nothing. CM Punk almost lost it. That's when he realized that Drew had more control than he thought. That's why Drew was so calm. You got to know your opponent. Always understand your opponent. If you know he has a trump card over you, then you can't let him know that you're fazed by anything that he's doing. Furthermore, you should have gotten a trump card over him, which you already have in a sense, but it's not as personal as the trump card he has on you. It's not the same. So one doesn't equate to the other, depending on how you determine, you know what I'm saying, the value of something. One doesn't equate to the other. With all that being said, the segment ended like this. The boys were standing tall. What are you doing? And nobody touched anybody. Don't do that, because you're going to mess that up. Nobody touched anybody. They kept their distance and preserved the match for Saturday.
For now.
For now. True enough. Fair enough. The next piece that we didn't go over just yet would be the debut, the true debut of the Wyatt Sicks. You see, Chad Gable had a match with his former students. His new students had a match with his former students. It was the new Alpha Academy 2.0. versus Otis and Akira Tozawa with Maxine in tow. This match didn't go over as well as the former Alpha Academy members thought it would, but they put up a good fight nonetheless. However, Chad decided to rub it in that they lost this match, and he decided to keep going after Otis, demanding that he rejoin Alpha Academy along with Maxine and Akira Tozawa, and they beat him up real bad. Had him laid out. Once Maxine got involved, because she got tired of it, she jumped on Chad's back. She slapped him a little bit. I need her to, invest in a good slap. Stephanie used to slap the shit out of people. I need her to get her slaps from Stephanie. Okay? So, she slaps him. Chad walks up to her like he gonna fight, and then the lights go out. And that's when we see the Wyatt Sicks. All three members of the Wyatt Sicks showed up, including Nikki Cross, who ended up taking out Chad from the beginning with a crossbody. That's when you saw Rowan, Dexter, and Gacy all show up in the ring to take out the Creed brothers and Chad. But Chad was already laid out, and instead of Chad staying in the ring, he rolled out. The Wyatt Sicks have a nasty move that they did in the ring. Gacy picked up Dexter and dropped him on both Brutus. It was Brutus and Julius that he took out. Yo, when I tell you that shit was fucking gnarly. Rowan coming in there. I haven't seen Rowan wrestle in a while, but he's always been a nasty power wrestler. Always has been. So I'm not surprised. However, this is going to be very interesting because next week they've been scheduled to have an official match on the roster against the new Alpha Academy. So it was just nuts. As Chad Gable tried to run away, Uncle Howdy reared his ugly head and scared him away. Not only did he run, but he left the Creed brothers in the middle of the ring to deal with the aftermath of the Wyatt Sicks. Like, he was nowhere to be found, which was just crazy. But after this match was over, they gave us another snippet of one of the members of the Wyatt Sicks, and this time it was Dexter. Dexter obviously has some faux locks in his hair because ain't no motherfucking way. And I don't know who did them, but somebody did. He got his faux locks, still got his mustache, child. He wasn't shaving that stash. Okay. But he does look different face-wise to me. I didn't recognize him. I always thought Dexter was very tall. Maybe him, Joe Gacy, and them, and then because it looks like Rowan is like 6'7". You know what I'm saying? Like, Rowan's gotta be huge compared to Dexter, because I always thought Dexter was like at least 6'2". You know what I mean? Because Rowan is almost towering over them. He's huge. He is huge. That stash had to stay, I'm telling you. But anyways, so the boys got a little get back on Chad and them, and they actually looked really, not gonna lie, ring wise, the Wyatt Sicks looks really good. They look really good in that ring. Character wise, they're scary and they're creepy, but I was concerned as to how they would operate in the ring as wrestlers. Not necessarily saying they couldn't wrestle, because I know all of them can wrestle, but I mean, like, as a team, they have worked to hone their skills together. You can tell there was no half-stepping in that ring when they debuted. That was precise. It was very, very precise. Clean ring work from all three members. Nothing was sloppily done. Even Nikki was clean. Everybody was great. I was like, this is fucking crazy. Okay, that was the best part of the show. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you. That was the best part of the show because it was so clean. It was so well done. It was so well done. I loved it. Oh man, it was so good. It was so good. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Anyways, so let's move on to the last part. The last part, ladies and gentlemen. So Liv Morgan is still in her feelings and crying. Horribells is upset because the man she been chasing for the last 6 months is in love with his woman.
Dumb. That's right, nigga. Horribells.
Girl, let me tell you something. What I put on Twitter is true. You can't be no home wrecking whore and then be crying because he don't want you. Them two don't correlate, okay? Now, I can understand if Dom made you some promises, but let's keep this real. Dom was with Rhea. You were pursuing a man who was already taken. You thought that he was giving you the time of day. When his woman came back and was 100% healthy, he dropped your ass and publicly humiliated you in front of everybody. Now you mad on some Fatal Attraction shit, going into their damn locker room, calling people liars and carrying on. It's unnecessary. Girl, if you're going to do this revenge tour, go about it all the way. Stop half-stepping. You feel me? Stop it. Because ain't nobody finna do that. You sit up here, got your tear ducts all messed up for nothing. We ain't got time for that shit. Finish this goddamn revenge tour so we can move forward. Because, girl, this don't make no damn sense. Not a tear fell out her eyes. Girl, you just doing too much. It don't take all of that. It really don't. It's unnecessary, Livy. Okay, calm yourself together. Put yourself together. Now, essentially, what she did is she broke in the clubhouse, stole a lot of their stuff, and then burned that shit. She burned her Liv and Rhea, her diamond shit shirt. She burned that. She burned everything that she stole on some Fatal Attraction shit. She burned all that shit. Now, and she messed up their PlayStation, which Carlito was highly upset about. But anyways, now Rhea had a cute outfit on today, honey. Her outfit was fire. I was like, girl, you get married and all of a sudden you got on the sexiest shit you could find. The fuck? Anyway, Rhea also made it very clear in a vignette of her own that Liv Morgan is trying to make it everybody think that you the victim. And she was like, girl, you can't be a victim when your ass is starting shit. Like, what's wrong with you? Have you lost your damn mind? She was like, girl, it's okay. It's okay. She's like, it is all right. It is all right, honey, because here's what we're going to do. I'm going to help you alleviate some of this pain. I'm going to take my title back. I'm going to beat your ass again. And then I'm going to send you on your merry own way. Okay? Now, there are a few ways that this is going to work out at SummerSlam, but I'm going to wait and save it. I'm going to save that one for Wednesday when we go over the show. Okay? But everybody was cutting vignettes today. Gunther cut another vignette. Same story, different toilet. Damian cut a vignette today. Liv cut one and Rhea cut one. Okay? Everybody was talking shit. Now, here's where things got a little interesting. You see, Finn has been low-key instigating a lot of shit all in the Judgment Day. We got to take care of this Jey Uso problem. Rhea been trying to tell them Jey Uso's not a problem, hun. Leave Jey Uso and them alone. They're not our issue. Okay? We got bigger fish to fry than fucking Jey Uso. Like, stop it. No. Finn is like, so what are you saying? We can't do anything about it? Like, he gonna just come in here and disrespect us like this? You just gonna let him do that? I'm like, Finn, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, if you got a testosterone issue, go take care of that. Okay? Stop forcing everybody to go out and fight and then y'all losing. Like, Finn, for once, Rhea and Damian are on the same page. They are making perfect sense. Stop picking fights with people that don't need to be picked. It's not like Jey Uso stuck his nose in y'all business. Y'all came after Jey Uso because Jey Uso was talking about seeing Rhea. So you're in your feelings. You had your moment to get your shit out the way. And that's it. Furthermore, Rhea ain't even your woman, Finn. Your woman probably at home somewhere waiting to do her next anchoring position at Fox. You need to be worried about that. I don't know why you so focused on what's going on between Dom and Rhea. You ain't in their damn bed. You don't know. What you need to be telling them is why you took Liv Morgan's room key and had it in your hand when Dominic was supposed to be throwing it away. That's what you need to be telling them. You need to be telling them why you keep encouraging Dom to do stupid shit and get in trouble with his woman. That's what you need to be focusing on. Or like how you got choked out today by Gunther because you was overzealous during too much. And I ain't gonna lie. No ass was going toe to toe with Gunther's big ass, okay? You was taking them there. The problem is you showboated and you gave him an opening. If you wasn't paying attention to when Chad Gable trained Sammy to beat Gunther, your ass messed up because he made it very clear, okay, that all Gunther needed was an opening. At that very moment that you tired or you stop and you give him a moment to breathe, you have reinvigorated him and given him new life, and he is just gonna massacre you. And that's exactly what's happened. He choked your bitch ass out on national TV. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. Oh, you got choked out, honey. Messy boots. Girl. Anywhoosies. The show went off with Damian and Gunther fighting, and Damian was beating the hell out of Gunther. Damian was beating Gunther's ass, okay? Damian tore Gunther up. Now, again, there were some other matches that were filler matches. Carlito went up against Jey Uso. Jey Uso beat him. Sammy went up against Dominic. Sammy beat Dominic, but Braun also attacked Sammy once again. This time, Sammy got the upper hand. So more than likely at SummerSlam, Sammy will drop his title to Braun, which I'm not gonna be happy about that because fuck Braun Breaker. And with what we saw this past Monday, unless something new pop up to in Friday in Cleveland, I mean, it's high key possible that those two titles that we just saw will change hands. Now, Liv and Rhea's situation, they have left that up to us as the fans. Nobody really has the upper hand heading into SummerSlam. They are pretty much on even keel slate. I do not like the way this looks. It's very ominous surrounding them, and something about this just don't feel right. It just don't feel right. Now we got two things that's possible to happen. Either Raquel Rodriguez comes back and helps Liv, and we have a situation like we had with Dakota and Raquel is her liaison and her protector, or Dominic Mysterio is going to turn on Rhea at SummerSlam. It's the only logical thing that makes sense to me. Only logical thing that makes sense to me. But we shall see. Now, during SummerSlam, it's a lot of shit going on. Everybody was questioning what Damian Priest was going to be doing live at the Agora Theater. This is a preview to the WWE 24. I guess it's the 24 or the Chronicle that they did for him because he won the championship, and they follow him throughout the day. The very same thing that they did for Seth in the past, Becky in the past, Charlotte, Roman, Cody has done one. They did one for him. So he gets to debut his live at the Agora Theater here in Cleveland, which I'm very happy for. I was like, what the fuck is you going to be doing? You going to be shucking and jiving and shit? But he did say two things on Twitter. He said, one, he got a special guest coming through. I thought the special guest was going to be Rhea Ripley, but there's a special guest that he has not announced who that is just yet. So we gonna have to wait and see. It's gonna be real interesting. Okay. Now, Jelly Roll is gonna be performing his single. I believe they said he's gonna perform his single Liar. Let me see, cause I can't remember. Yeah, it's his single Liar. He also is gonna be here in Cleveland, and so MGK is from here as well, and he's very big on doing things here in Cleveland. I suspect that MGK might come out there and perform with him. He might do a compilation of his single Liar and do it with another song. Um with the other song that MGK is featured on Jelly Roll's album. So I'm hoping because I like MGK's music, even though I'm not a big fan of MGK. I do like his music. Um. So anyway, if you don't know the matches that are set up for SummerSlam, I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown, and then I'm gonna be out y'all hair, child. 37 minutes, actually the shortest time I did for a Monday Night Raw, honey. So we got Sammy and Brian Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. We got Logan and LA for the United States Championship. We got CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is a pure rivalry, nothing but animosity and anger. Special guest referee is Seth freaking Rollins. The new song ain't bad. It's not. I'm gonna go listen to it. I was listening to his album and I don't think that I got that far. Let me check where I stopped at because I was listening to it earlier. So I was downstairs earlier today and I had a cheddar bacon bratwurst and I had me some fresh crispy onion rings and that shit slapped. It was absolutely delicioso. Okay. What? It didn't work?
No. It worked. Like it was. I did it so I can see how everything looked, and I noticed something was off. I gotta check.
I swear, you are the.
I know I'm the bane of your existence.
No, you're not. I love you. You're not the bane of my existence. You just. Everything is always going with you. You'll never really get no break. Nothing ever goes right in that regard. Oh, okay. I see what I was doing. I was listening to his last album and I thought it was on his last album. It's on the album. What's it called? Witsit? I think that's how you pronounce it. It came out. It's called Witsit Chapel. Danny said, I'm glad they are letting The Miz host in his hometown. Yeah, The Miz gets to host SummerSlam. I'm happy about that because I was gonna be pissed if he wasn't allowed to be there.
Right.
Because he deserved it. I thought they was gonna go into SummerSlam as the tag team champs and then drop him to a different tag team. But they decided to give it to Judgment Day, which I thought was stupid. I don't understand the logic behind it.
Yeah, they just lost the belt.
I didn't get it, but whatever. It ain't bad. Well, on this new album he got. Okay, so this is a new single that he's debuting. Okay, because on this new album so Lonely Road is the name of the single that MGK is on. I did not listen to that one yet. I knew he had a single with him. I just hadn't listened to it yet. And I was like, well, where's Liar at? Because I was listening to the album. I'm like, damn, did I skip it? Did I miss it? Like, what the fuck? I think I'm at the second to last song on that album. Because I was like, let me go brush up on my jelly roll. Did it go through?
Mm-mm.
Is it clear?
Press. It's on. Okay.
Is it?
It's clear.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta log into my MacBook. It open?
It is open.
Because Jared need to use it for his NCAA football, child. All right. So this is the match that's probably going to be, I don't know. I feel like they're going to put this in the middle. We'll talk about the matches and everything on Wednesday. I promise y'all we going to do that. Hold tight, y'all. Give me 1 minute. Let me get this off of here because I'm not going to. I don't know why it won't let me upload no more shit. It's just rude, honey. First, let me apologize. Anything I did that made you cry. Hold tight, y'all.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't designed.
Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. Rolling 80 wheels in the city. Riding on you. Gotta roll over T, gotta give a release. Spread your legs downtown, so I'm going up the east. Hit the raw sounds when I rock up in your
All right, so let's get this over with. Okay, so this probably gonna happen in the middle of the show, but then we have on the SmackDown side with the Women's Championship. The WWE Women's Championship is being contested by Nia Jax. She was the number one contender for the last couple of months, having won the Queen of the Ring. She's gonna face off against Bayley, but there is an X factor here with Tiff in having that briefcase. Don't know how that's gonna play out. But it is interesting. I'll say that. Also, in the women's division, you've got Liv Morgan. Hopefully, she'll finish her revenge tour. If not, we're going to be stuck in an endless cycle of BS with Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is looking to reclaim her throne as the most dominant woman in WWE, and that title solidifies that for her. Plus, she's looking to get revenge of her own on Liv Morgan. Not only has she attempted to take her title from her and take her family from her, but Rhea Ripley has decided that it's time to put Liv out to pasture for good, so we shall see. Moving into the big dogs, the big leads. Gunther is facing off against a very passionate and angry Damian Priest. Now, Gunther makes a valid point about him being from someone of privilege, and he is always going to win. Doesn't matter who it's up against or who he's fighting, he's a winner. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. And Damian is like, the very same reason why you lost to Sammy at WrestleMania is the same reason you're going to lose to me at SummerSlam. Because you ain't got no heart. Okay? Money ain't got no soul. Money ain't got no heart. You're heartless. Soulless.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you do got to dig a little deeper. You do that to dig a little deeper. Okay? And finally, the WWE Championship is being contested by a new version of the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa is drunk with power, and Cody Rhodes is eerily confident going into this new confrontation this Friday. And all of that is going down to Friday here in Cleveland when all of you descend upon my city. We're going to have some rules on Wednesday that I'm going to set because you motherfuckers are not going to come here and cut up and act the fool. You're going to have your shit together. You understand? Anyways, tomorrow on NXT is the Great American Bash. week 1. Okay, the Heritage Cup is being contested by Tavion, so he's gonna go up against the Dunne of NXT, and then you have the tag team titles being contested by Lash and Jakara. Alba and Isla Dawn are going to bring those tag team championships back to NXT and compete against Jakara and Lash Legend, and we'll see who wins. Then you have Joe Hendry, who is giving a concert in NXT, and Gallus is not happy about it, but we'll have to wait and see how that plays out as well. I think it's going to be very interesting. I also think somebody else from TNA is showing up at the Great American Bash. I'm not sure who, but I think somebody else is showing up. Also, we got a 6-woman tag team match here with Lola, Soul, and Carmen Petrovich, all going up against Fallon, JC, and that Kardashian-looking bitch, this weirdo merry band of idiots. They're going to be competing against them. I have a sneaking suspicion that they're probably going to beat Soul, Lola, and Carmen, and if they do, whatever. I'm tired of looking at you. And then finally, we have Roxanne Perez, the ever-dominant 2-time NXT Women's Champion, being challenged by Thea Hale, the spicy, spunk, zesty life that is Thea. She's grown up right before our very eyes, and she's looking to become the very youngest NXT Women's Champion in history. Is it possible for Thea to beat Roxanne Perez? Sure it is. There's not a scenario where Roxanne is unbeatable. Is she difficult to beat? Yes. Is she unbeatable? No. Would I be mad if Thea Hale beat Roxanne Perez? Not at all. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. I feel that if you're going to start over, or if you're going to give people a fresh start off with younger talent, start pushing through. Thea doesn't have to be a long-term champion. It will happen all the time, you know? So I wouldn't mind it. I think it would be kind of cool to knock Roxanne off of her high horse for a little bit. But you never know. We never know what's up Shawn Michaels' sleeve. Shawn Michaels is one of those kind of guys. He's one of those bookers where everything looks pretty straightforward and down the line. But when you really start looking at it, things can change very, very quickly when it comes to him. So we have to keep a different mindset when it comes to Shawnee Boy here. With all that being said, loves, there you have it. This Wednesday, we're going to go over the match card for SummerSlam. We're going to talk about everything, possibilities, scenarios, where these matches might land on the card, because you got a lot of big marquee matches that they have to break up and split up. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out as well. But you guys make sure you stay tuned, keep up with the channel. I told you guys on live, if you were following me on Instagram, I went live for 4 hours yesterday. I was exhausted, honey. But it was a fun time because I got to talk to people I had never talked to before. Everybody was really cool in the comments, as well as those who came in the live. I talked to somebody from South Africa yesterday. That was crazy. Okay, I love that. I was like, you live in that? I'm like, I didn't even know I had that kind of reach. All right, so that was awesome. I love that. I have a big group chat on Instagram. If you want to join the group chat, just shoot me a DM on Instagram and I'll put you in there. All that I ask is that whatever is talked about in the DM stays in that group chat. We don't spread information. We keep each other together. We keep it cordial and we keep it cute. Okay, it's been real chill in the group chat over there. So let's keep it that way. With that being said, for those of you who are leery about the membership over here on my channel, I just want to make it very clear. My membership is as low as I can set it without it being over the top or breaking the bank. In October, I'm going to start posting members-only content. The members who pay will get first access to that content. That content will go up weeks in advance. Like, I'm going to start posting it because in October, I'm going to post at least 1 to 2 videos a week recreating makeup looks for certain wrestlers, right? So it might be a week of a particular wrestler. Like I might do 2 looks for Bianca one week, 2 looks for Jade one week. Whoever I pick for the month of October in terms of the wrestlers for those 4 weeks, I'm going to do a look. I may add more videos in there if I have time and I'm capable. So by mid-September, probably starting September 16th, is when the makeup videos are going to start going up live for members only. I'm going to be talking about wrestling when I'm doing my makeup. We're going to be talking about some viral stuff that we see, all of that. So if there are specific topics you want me to cover during those makeup looks and everything we're talking about, you got to send me the stuff that you want me to talk about. Screenshot it. Send it to me in a DM so I can make sure I get the info. You can always send it in the group chat, in our group chat over on Instagram, and I'll get it there. Just make sure you tell me, tag me and say, hey, Tiff, can we talk about this in the next video or whatever? And I got you. Whatever you guys want me to talk about in those particular videos, I'll keep those going and do those because I have a ton of makeup, ton of stuff I want to do. And I just want to be able to combine content and do certain things. And if I can kill two birds with one stone, then let's do that. Now, also, I've been telling y'all I'm going to start reviewing the wrestlers' books. I have 5 wrestlers' books at the moment. I'm going to get Trish Stratus's book too because I feel like she has a couple books. But I have the Bella Twins book. I have Becky's book. I bought Drew McIntyre's book. I also have Rhonda's book. I have Daniel Bryan's book. And I have Lita's very first book. Her book is the shortest. It's about an hour. It's not that long. It gives you like her backstory and how she got into wrestling and how she was that alternative girl her whole life and nobody, really liked her like that. She has a whole thing that she explains. I'm going to get into that book first since it's the easiest and it's the quickest. I'm going to do a full video review of that and then I'm going to post it and it's going to be a members only. It'll be up for like 2 weeks before I let it go live on my channel so I can have content on my channel. So all of my members from both tiers will have full access to that content first. The only thing that will stay members only content is certain videos that you request to stay members only content and the lives that I do for the members. Once we hit 10 members, I will go live weekly, just like I go live here, and it'll be Thursdays for you guys. Unless I don't feel like it. Thanks, Kayla. I appreciate it. So, you guys, trust me, the new content is coming this year. I also might start doing live reactions of the PLEs, and Midwest Melanin Mafia is also going to be doing that, so I'm going to be doing stuff with them next year. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to start beefing up content over here on this channel because I really want it to grow, okay? And I need y'all to share and spread the word, all right? With all that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow after NXT Great American Bash, and we'll talk some more. Love yous. Bye.